Chiefs score 3 goals past Orbit College to win the match 3-1 on Easter Monday to make it 3 out of 3 wins. Welcome to Amakosi Corner on the Soccer Huddle. This is your boy Mojere, and our team, Kaizer Chiefs. I say our team because it's also my team. I love this team, and you know when things don't go right and people are bantering us on social media, on the streets, at work, our friends, it's really not a nice thing. And kudos to Kaizer Chiefs. I don't know if I should say kudos to the players or to the coaches for actually getting 3 wins in a row. But then you know, I don't like to be negative, but you look at the opponent that we were facing. We played Magezi, we played um Devon City, we played Orbit. So two newly promoted teams and one a bit of struggling team, which also this season back the relegation battle. Look, let's look at the game in a whole. I think the game, um, first off, I think it could have gone either way. I think Chiefs started off badly and then they started gaining some momentum and confidence, and they started attacking Magezi. Magezi, sorry, not Magezi, Orbit, sorry, Orbit. Orbit on the other side as well. Look, they got the first goal. Should we talk about praise? Should we talk about the keeper? I mean, not only the keeper, but the defending as well. Like, how can you let someone go back post free? And this is the second time. The goal, Orlando Pirates, Amakopa, same situation, same result. How can a professional team go set up the set pieces that someone must mark the man behind or the far post? Like, I don't understand. Yo, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. The keeper, I don't know what was Bavuma doing. I don't understand if he saw the goal late or the ball late. I do not understand. How can you be beaten? It's like when you get beaten there for the second time, because the Makupa goal is same situation, same angle, same result. I don't understand how what we're gonna do Kaizer Chiefs in terms of the goalkeeping department, because Bavuma poorly. Bargemang Olarum Regilin Gutierrez Galaxy Ntswari Peterson, but he will definitely not win you leagues. He will definitely not win you leagues, and I think it's something that we need to look for. We need to look to maybe in the next transfer market, or if a new coach comes. I think goalkeeping department is definitely a necessity to achieve that. We need a reliable goalkeeper because, like, look, some would argue we won 11 games without conceding a goal. Yeah, I agree, but credit also has to be the defense as well. Yes, Peterson in those 11 games made crucial saves, but I always maintained we need a goalkeeper. Peterson will not win us leagues. Yes, at this time and moment he's been brilliant for us, but he's not for me. I don't see him as a future goalkeeper at Kaizer Chiefs. Let's come back to the match. I wrote like, you know, there's something that a lot of people, I don't think Bible or touch on. We've had yet another centre back pairing. Yet another centre back pairing. This time it was Msimango and Aiden McCarthy. Yet another centre back pairing. How many centre backs do we have for Kaizer Chiefs? Let's see. We've got Miguel, McCarthy, Doughty, we've got Msimango, we've got Quinica. But I am telling you now, there was no time this season all five were fit. You gotta watch it. I am telling you, it's not only even about the centre backs; it's about the whole squad. Look, for me, the coaches are not good enough. That's a topic for another day. We've discussed that topic for lengths and lengths. That one we've established, and I think we're all in agreement that the coaches are not good enough. At the moment, they might be doing a good job, but they're not good enough. They're not Kaizer Chiefs coaches. But again, you look at saying, someone might say, how can the coaches perform fully if they do not have a full squad, which we've never had? Yes, we've got, like, guys, we've got a good squad. I'm not saying that. But how many injuries have we got this season? How many players are out injured at the moment? Let me see if this thing can show us. How many matches? How many players do we have out injured? Like, can someone tell us if there was a match where we all, like, all our players were there? Can someone tell us that? Can someone tell us that? I don't think this season we've played where we've got. It doesn't show us this thing. Where we've got a full squad of players available. It's either Abu Singa, Abu Cheslet, sorry. They were out, who knows, but they are injured. But we all know they're not injured. Frosla has been injured. Doty has been injured the whole season. Doty has been injured the whole season. Like, you look at the players that we have, guys. We can compete with the likes of Mamelodi Sundowns. We can compete with the likes of Orlando Pirates. But how can we compete if our squads are different? There's always a player out injured. There's always a player out injured. I do not understand. And scrutiny has to go to our medical department or whether it's our fitness department. But someone must take the blame. Someone must take the blame. We cannot have so many players injured. Let's look at the forwards. We've got Silva, okay, Ote, Mayo, Ote. Agodoro Lena was injured. Dupreez was injured, recently came back. Batman obviously Nelta clearances and all that. Tashik Morris is still playing for Kaizer Chiefs, guys. Okay, Mfundo obviously, but he was injured for those 2 games. Shabalala as well, Lilepo, Mr. Consistent. Cheslet obviously. Sirino recently came back from injury. Maboe Tele recently came back. Oh, Duba recently came. Like, guys, I can go on and on. I'm not gonna read the whole squad. I can go on and on and on, and we can all see how many times they've been injured this season, or have like recently came back from season. And like, honestly speaking, our medical team needs to take accountability. We cannot have players out injured all the time. We like, yes, coaches are not good enough, but give them the tools to perform. No, you are giving them excuses to say, but you can see our players, a lot of our players are injured. No, give them the tools. Give them the tools to perform. So yeah, I still think as well. I still think looking at the game, against Obit, I still think our midfield, we haven't found that really. We haven't found that balance in between. Yes, we know by now. I think we know. Oh, Maboe is a starter. Maboe is a starter, whether we like it or not, and he's been brilliant for us this season ever since he came to Kaizer Chiefs. He is a starter, but who starts with him? And that is the biggest question. Who starts with him? And the other problem that I have with this coaches is that they don't really find combinations. It's the same with centre backs. Obviously, centre backs, it's a different issue because Abana, they don't have a full that full capacity at the centre back. But in the midfield, like, they don't give a partnership or a whole to grow. You look at it, wasn't Loven Maboy. They had good games, and then all of a sudden Bansa Oman, Balogala Ngobo. And Ngobo has a good game, all of a sudden Watwa, Balogala Chislet. Chislet has a good game, all of a sudden Watwa, Balogala Doom. Like, there's no combination in those 3. Can you tell me when last we played 5 games with the same midfield? Not falsely injured or falsely suspended. When last did we play like 5 full games with the same combination of the midfield? And I think, guys, the midfield, as always, from Kale, the midfield is our engine. And if you can get your engine right, the team, the balance of the team, the spine of the team, I be sharp. You look at Duba, guys. I love Duba, man. I love Duba because is he really... there's a question to you, the Huddlers as well. Okay, the Chief fan. Is Duba the missing piece in our front line? Because when Duba plays, we tend to play with that fluidity up front. We tend to create more chances at front. We tend to score goals up front. Is he the missing piece? Because we've tried Lilepo, Silva, Mdu. It didn't work. Sereno, Silva, Lilepo. It didn't work. We tried even Modi, Duba. Modi, Lilepo, Shabalala. It didn't work. Modi, Silva, Lilepo. It doesn't work. But when Duba comes in, we even tried with Dupreez. But when Duba comes in, you can see he he complements his forward players. He can shift from being the center to go shift to the side, and after Lilopo a space in the in the midfield where he can now, we know Lilopo in the air, he's very good. He can distract defenders, and then we can look. I love the second goal. The second goal for me, I think this is the best Kaizer goal that we've scored this season. And like I love Awanezia Duba to see that Mdu is behind him. I love the cutback ya Munyani. I love the pass from Simango at the back, from the touches Wole Silva to give to Simango. Like that is a beautiful and team goal. I love that. That was nice. Even the third one where Silva lays it off to Ndlovu was a good goal as well. So as I said, for me, Duba is our missing link. Because I feel like when Duba is on the pitch, we play a lot better. I wasn't really impressed with Nobo. I might be in the minority, but I wasn't really impressed by him. And you look at Silva, guys. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm the only one. Look. I said Leopold deserves to play in as a 9, and he's shown us when he's played there, he's creating chances, he's creating havoc for defenders, and he's scoring as well. But for me, I still feel like Silva, man. For me, Silva lacks goals. You see, if you can get Silva to score, I think that is our number 9. I still believe in him. I think maybe Yanali Lepo can change and so, but I still feel like Silva. For me personally, I don't know what you think, but for me personally, I still think Silva, like he makes runs at number 9. He has that build-up play. He's got he can play defenders behind his back. Like for me, he can play as a striker of Kaizer Chiefs. And look, the subs were brilliant. I think the subs were brilliant. Bring on Ndlovu, bring on Silva, bring on at least Valabayo never had that impact, but bringing on, look, the subs worked. They were brilliant subs. But my concern is that middle of the park. In the coming weeks, we'll be playing Sundowns, we'll be playing Orlando Pirates, we'll be playing the big dogs. Yes, Asobu Junior was smiling, Mola high-fiving people, winking. I'm like, guys, calm down. Yes, let's celebrate the win, but let us not get carried away. We know this Kaizer Chiefs. 1 week it performs, it promises, bring us Barcelona, bring us Bayern Munich, but the next week we play against Sundowns, we play against Mamelodi Sundowns, or even we play against Mazulu, Marumo Gallants, and they are nowhere to be found. Players are hiding behind oppositions. I know this. What we asked for, and we've been asking for it the whole season, consistency. That's it. Done. Consistency. We need an average performance from all the players. Let us get beaten, but we know what. We are lucky. But how many games this season have we played and we lost and we're like, wow, we don't know what we're doing. We don't and you see, the more we win games or the more we play nice or we score more goals. I saw that 80 something minutes. We throwing about 6, 8, 9 passes. Beautiful passes. It was nice to see. It eases confidence from the players. But we need to start getting results. We need to start scoring and creating more chances. I believe maybe I am to be corrected, but we played about 20-30 minutes without a goal or shot on target, shot on goal. I'm like, guys, what are we doing? Are we in training now? Why are we not going and creating chances or even having a shot on goal? But what a beautiful take by Duba. What a beautiful pass by Cross as well. Credit has to be given to the people that played on that day. And I think Cross for me this season, we've always said this, and I think that's why I love the Huddlers, because we see things almost, we not entirely agree every time, but there's things that we can see that we all agree on. And I think Cross as well, when he's been given a chance, when he's been playing, I'm not saying he's perfect, but he's been good for us. Whether as a left centre back or as a left centre back or as a left back, he's been good for us. And I think Gianelli Aiden and that centre back in the defense, I think for us they've been good. And I've always said Kamunyani or me, I love him, especially going forward. I think he offers more, whether it's forward or whether it's defensive wise. And I think I said he's got this advantage over Solomons, where with Solomons he's good going forward, but defensive wise, it's not that good. But a good win, nevertheless. For Kaizer Chiefs. They're making 3 games in a row, 3 consecutive wins in a row. I hope they keep this momentum. I hope they keep this consistency. And it's again, let us know what you think, man. When are we winning a game? Are you agreeing with me that yes, it's a good result, a confidence booster, but we need to be consistent. We need this type of performances in our next coming games. And yeah, remember, like, share, or follow on each, whether you watching on YouTube, on Facebook. Like, remember, prevention is better than cure. Don't risk it unless it's worth it. I'm a cozy. I'm a